So I'm a used car dealer and we generally sell all types of cars. We sell a lot of Land Rovers, a lot of vans, Golf Rs, Audi RS cars, BMW M cars as well of course, but we don't tend to deal with many high-end or supercars. And I just can't get it out of my mind that I want to venture in that direction. So I've been thinking, we was here last week buying a couple of vans and we're back here today because he's like Calv, the Porsche. Also in this video, the plan is to get the big unit painted in the back of the yard. No pressure, Paul, I don't think I'll have it completed in a week. That seems crazy. And all you've got to do is get comfy, maybe stick the kettle on and probably grab an ice cream, a glass of water and some ice, get comfy, let's get on with Monday. So it is Monday morning, we've had an interesting delivery up the front there. I'm going to talk about that interesting delivery shortly, but I'm wandering in this direction because if you look up at the unit, we have made progress already. So over the weekend, my stepdad Paul is the man that's been allocated the job of painting this unit. I say allocated the job, he's opted himself in. We bought the cherry picker with the intention of painting the main building, using it for that purpose. I don't buy cherry pickers as part of my business. It's not something that I've never bought in my life. The idea was to buy it, or see if I could buy one, paint the building, save myself a hire fee from hiring one, and with the profit that we make from buying this, can we cover the cost of painting the building and reducing or not having no cost of hiring a cherry picker? To find out if we did actually achieve that, go and check out the video. So whilst the cherry picker's here, because it has actually sold, it's not been collected yet, but before it goes, we want to get some more use out of it and paint the rest of these buildings. These units are our workshops. They came with the yard when we first took it on 2.5 years ago now. We've been here 2.5 years. Can you believe that? We bit off more than we could chew. I'm not going to lie. We definitely bit that saying, biting off more than you can chew. Sometimes it can go one way or the other. For me, it was like I was determined. Me and my whole family were determined to make this work. This yard was bigger than our business. Our business was growing though, and I knew that whilst we weren't quite in a position to take this on, but I knew that our business would grow into it. And in fact, we're at a point now where we've grown beyond it again. So are we going to look for a bigger yard? I don't think so. This is a great base and I absolutely love being here. So this front unit was one of the main reasons, or I say one of the biggest bonuses we've taken this site on was the fact that we had these units. They're so good, super valuable, especially in the car trade. For us as content creators as well, having these units available, they're empty. They weren't getting no use. Especially when we first moved in here, our team wasn't big enough to fill them. The amount of cars that we had weren't big enough to fill these units, but now as we grow, we're getting great use out of them. The back two units are getting used as workshops, so we've got staff in there, mechanics. It's efficient, it's cost effective, it's reliable, it's organised, it's just so much better. You can do a lot more in-house, and we're now outsourcing a lot less. So all in all, it's working brilliantly. This unit here, a lot of you will be familiar with this because it's the unit that we used to use for filming. The pure purpose of this unit was filming, but now we're using it for detailing. No idea why this polo's in here, but there must be some detailing work going on in that. So getting use out of it for the business rather than for social media. A lot of development has happened in the yard. We've sorted out a few drainage issues. We've sorted out a lot of the patches of puddles and holes in the gravel, and painted the building, done the blue shutters, just loads of little things. There's further, I would have liked to have gone further on some things. I think with the main building there, if I could re-clad that would have been cool. But for now, it looks, I'll show you a picture of it before. That's what it looked like when we first arrived here. And if you look at it now, it just looks so much better. It ain't brand new, but it does look a lot more presentable. And I know once we've painted them units, hopefully by the end of this week, we'll have that completed. No pressure, Paul. I don't think we'll have it completed in a week. That seems crazy, but we will show the progress that he's made at the end of the week. So yeah, we'll let him crack on with that. We're heading over in this direction because I want to have a look at this delivery that we've just had. Delivery was on here, Amar.
It was.
Where's it gone, Amar?
In the kitchen now.
So Jerome said we want it in the kitchen, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay, why do we want the delivery in the kitchen, Amar?
Well, now that I've known, you want it upstairs kitchen.
The upstairs kitchen. So the delivery is now in here. Wander through. What is the delivery, Amar?
It's making number plates.
We're going to be making number plates. Again, talking about the development of not just the yard, the business in general. It's crazy, right? We had a situation recently. A customer wanted to buy a car, basically couldn't take the car away because it had private plates on it. It came in with a private plate. The plate got retained. Previous owner kept the plate. We didn't have a spare set of plates for the car. Turns out we actually did. They were in the boot of the car, but the salespeople didn't realise. Staff had to go off-site to go and buy some plates from the local Halfords. Turned into a bit of a drama. Eventually got it sorted because we discovered, or Jerome let everyone know on the group chat, by the way, there's some plates in the boot of that car that you could just stuck on. That triggered us to say, let's now buy a number plate machine. Something we've talked about for ages. A business of our size should absolutely have a number plate machine on site. It's ridiculous that we don't have one. Again, going back to development, making things right, that's definitely been one of the things on my tick list, if you like, for so long. I'm super glad that we've finally got one. So that's going to be getting set up this week. Hopefully by the end of this week, we can make some plates. In fact, the Evo needs a set of plates. So let's make it our mission by the end of this week to get a new set of plates on the Evo, all right? Obviously, by the time this video goes live, that car would have been gone. So if you're confused about why that's here, that car has been given away on Planet of Dreams. Congrats to the new winner. No idea what they're doing with it, but we'll look out for that in the coming weeks on the vlogs. We are filming ahead on the vlogs all the time. So I'm gonna wander through here actually.
The reason I'm heading out the front is because if you remember last week we had a car trader drop off an Audi SQ5 that I wasn't too keen to buy. And it looks like the car is still here and someone's out the front doing a bit of work on it.
Are you doing something on this? What, you're actually putting a battery in the car, yeah? You look like you're still in holiday mode.
I am.
You're still in holiday mode, aren't you?
It actually feels weird.
What, being at work? It feels weird being at work, yeah?
It's my first day again.
It is his first day back. He's been away for a week. Well-deserved holiday, to be fair. You're on it. You're on it. So, what are you doing? Putting a battery on the SQ5?
Yes.
Have we bought this car?
We have.
We actually have bought this car.
I think it's got a few issues on it.
It's got a few issues. That's the bit I know about, yeah. But
Needs a new battery. I think engine management lights on.
I'll speak to Jerome. The SQ5 obviously come in last week.
Yeah.
Have you decided what you're doing with it yet?
We bought it.
We bought it, yeah?
Yeah, we bought it yesterday.
Okay.
Really not far.
So,
Just got it started.
all right, just start.
It looks like a nice car. It's got good history. It's had the gearbox service, the Haldex is in service. The bodywork's quite tidy. The spec's good colour. So we'll get it prepped and get it ready to retail.
Jerome, you all right, mate? Yeah. Go on, you all right? Yeah, you're good. You can come in. We'll wander through. Let the drone deal with that customer.
Yeah?
Well, is it another problem?
Another problem there.
Oh my god. Yeah, flat tyre. Didn't start because it needed a battery. Apparently had an engine management light on and a DPF fault. I was like, why is this guy just dropping his car off? To be fair, I'm saying this, I know the trader, he's proper sound. We bought a lot of cars off him over the years. But it's a good example of, like, I want to come away from that. I don't want high mileage cars with lots of problems, especially DPF problems. You saw the Audi A6 situation last year, turned into an absolute headache. Diesel cars with DPF problems. But it turns out anyway that car is a really nice car. It's got great history. Drone's really pleased with it. It's tidy. We've put a battery on it. Sounds like it's started now.
Yeah,
and
take it to mechanics,
get all the bits done.
see what they think.
The DPF problem, are you any further with that? I suppose you don't know.
No, don't know.
Okay.
I mean, some people say that you can just remove the DPF, send it off to be cleaned, and then stick it back on the car. Sometimes that's a good thing to do.
All right.
There's probably other solutions as well that might be better, but well, you can try regenning it, but usually the regens are not that successful. They don't usually work.
Nah.
They're not 100% that great, are they? Really?
Nah, but we'll find out probably later on in this video where we're at with that SQ5. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go now to a mechanic, yeah?
Yeah. So let them get to the bottom of it, and
Not our mechanic, someone else.
no, we'll take it down the road. We've got enough work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What's this?
This is the Crafter.
Ah. Okay. I'll take this off again.
So it's got. They've quoted £3,400. They've done a knock sensor already.
So hold on, let's just start this again. So this is a VW Crafter. So we've sold a VW Crafter.
Yeah.
Customer is not local.
He's in Cornwall.
Okay.
Very far.
Yeah, so we're in Milton Keynes. Very, very far. 5-hour drive.
Yeah.
With a bit of traffic.
He got, so I think it's a 300-mile drive. He got 270 miles into his trip and the engine light popped on.
Okay.
Took it to the garage. They said it's a knock sensor. It's done a knock sensor, which is common as anything. That was £700 plus something else as well.
Yeah.
£700 in total.
Which obviously we've paid for.
That's paid for. And now the engine light's come back on. The second time going back to the garage, they've noticed it's also got an oil leak. But the oil leak's got a lot worse. So he's been driving it for a couple of weeks and the oil leak's got worse. Well, I think he's had it for 3 weeks now. And They said the engine light's down to the DPF, the oil leak's the main crank seal, but to change the crank seal, you need to take all the timing belt off and aux belt and everything else. So yeah, they've quoted just to fix the oil leak, $720. To fix the DPF, it's a genuine VW one, it's £1,500. In total, the bill's £3,445.
Oh my God. So the van is driving all right.
Yeah.
So everything's all good. Just got a little oil leak basically.
Yeah, from the crank seal. It's had the timing belt done last year. So it's had a timing belt done. They probably haven't changed the crank seal at the time when they've done it.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you're supposed to change it. You're probably not supposed to change them together, but it would have been a good idea with the mileage.
Yeah.
And now it needs the crank seal doing, plus the DPF to fix the engine light. But again, you might be able to remove the DPF, send it off, get it cleaned.
Yeah.
Like just replacing it. It seems like they've gone a bit over the top, and they put loads of other stuff on there as well. But
that is always a bit of I say always, sometimes can be a bit of an issue. So we put a car into a mechanic, or a customer will take their car to a local mechanic. The mechanic's attitudes on car dealers or cars or that particular car or that situation, they might be having a bad day. That has an impact on their opinion on that situation with that car or van. And then that then reflects on the customer's feeling for that car or van, which then impacts us, doesn't it? Comes back to us.
Yeah.
So sometimes it does matter who's on the end of that.
100%. I don't know how they've jumped to the conclusion that it needs a new DPF as well. That's quite a big step up to maybe go from a regen or sending it off to be cleaned, but just say, no, it just needs a new one.
Yeah, because
how have they concluded that?
Yeah, because in an ideal world, you put a brand new everything on every single used car, wouldn't you? But it just doesn't work like that.
No.
So we're now looking for, I've just put something on my Insta story to see if we can find a mechanic down in Cornwall that follows us on social media that can have a look at the van and just get a second opinion on it.
And hopefully fix it for cheaper.
And hopefully get that £3,500 bill down.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
So more on that later in the video as well. 2 keys as well. So salesman Sam has now fitted the new battery on the SQ5. Let's see if it's going to start. I hope it starts. Oh. Battery is being discharged. It's not liking the battery, Sam. Maybe salesman Sam should stick to being a salesman. Oh, let's change subject. So, I'll leave that with Sam. We will have more progress or an update on that at some point during the week. Amar, why is the number plate machine in the kitchen?
So we can make more number plates. Binker.
But why is it in the kitchen, Amar?
Oh, that was my fault. I didn't realise it was meant to be in our kitchen, not
So
downstairs kitchen.
So the location, if you like, the final destination for the number plate machine is going to be the kitchen upstairs, which was the original kitchen of the main building. We were on the main site when we first took it on. I think that was in last week's vlog, but what we're going to do now is we're going to get that number plate machine set up, yeah?
Yeah.
And we'll get it upstairs, get it in the right place, and at some point start printing plates.
You can kind of put Binker on it too, right?
We could do that. We could put like man like Amar on the bottom as well. Like, could do whatever we want. We could do like 4D ones and stuff, couldn't we? It would be cool. We'll definitely be experimental with it, that's for sure. That's it. I wonder if that's the plates. There must be the plates. Sam?
Right. Car's got a ghost.
What, the Audi's got a ghost?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, there's me.
Ghost.
So it's fine now?
Yeah.
All good.
Oh, I'm going to come out in a second and hear it running. It's the car's fault, it's not his fault. So yeah, that kitchen down there is now the main kitchen, and then this is like the upstairs kitchen for all the media guys that doesn't really get used. But saying that, you do use that end of the kitchen, Amar, don't you?
Yeah, like that.
But
It seems like over there's some storage, doesn't it?
it literally is, like, that's the flooring out of my missus' unit. This is actually flooring out of my missus' unit that she bought that she didn't like, so we put it down up here. But eventually this will just become offices, I think.
So, here's our organised mess. We've got our printer machine. We're ready to print plates. We've got some of the templates ready as well. So we're all ready to go.
Are we going to put Binker on the number plates as well?
We're going to have at the bottom of the plate, so you have the main number plate, and then at the bottom it will say Binker with our address and postcodes. That's it, so nice and simple. We didn't want anything too over the top. They said they can add like a lip design, put some different colours in there, like white or blue. But we just think it looks a bit over the top on a car. We like to keep a car just looking completely clean and just give that nice clean look. So
We didn't want no extra details, just literally the plate and our name and address, and we're happy with that.
And it was now time to try this ghost immobiliser code on the Audi SQ5.
You got the ghost code?
I've got the codes, yeah. Hold on, let's lock it quick.
Yeah. Spec is unreal. It's even got carbon on the inside, isn't it?
Right.
Maybe the window has to be shut as well.
No, definitely not the window.
Amar, maybe your mouth. It just bleeped. Yeah, I know, it's because you just hit the unlock button, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Jerome kept trying this ghost immobiliser code that he'd been given by the previous owner.
Must be ignition on. That button once.
And no matter how he done it, it just didn't seem to get the car started.
Petrol light works.
Oh. Shock. Hashtag the car trade.
I'm gonna have to ring him.
Maybe get Amar to do it. Amar, can you fix it?
No,
Why?
I'll probably break it.
You won't break it, Amar.
I definitely will break
I think we'd let Amar and Sam fix it.
We'll be here all day.
So he tried again. And still no luck.
I have to ring him.
All right.
I'm doing exactly what he told me to do, so.
If anyone can, Jerome can.
No, I'm not having it. We've done something wrong.
Okay. Beep. Scrapyard, yeah. Don't know. I give up. I'm going to go back to washing cars.
More on the SQ5 later in the video, but for now it was time to head over to EAG because I've bought a BMW M3, but it's looking a bit dull.
So I'm currently at EAG Specialist Cars and I've basically bought my brother Curtis's F80 M3 off him. He wants to get rid of it and I thought this would make a great prize for Planet of Dreams. But before we give it away, I wanted to do a few things to it. One of the things that's bugging me a little bit with this car is the tyres. I think we need to get a set of Michelins for it, so I've ordered a set of them. Also, visually, springs, spacers, maybe a splitter kit as well. I just want to make it look good because the car itself, it's obviously black with red leather interior, which is my kind. It's a perfect spec car for me. It's got head-up display. It's also got interior carbon, but also the mileage on this car, just shy of 51,000. So yeah, lovely spec car, really low mileage. It's got full history as well. I might even get it serviced whilst it's here as well. It's got heated seats. I'm gonna leave it here. We're gonna cut to, do you know what, let's just get it done.
Actually, we'll leave it there. Get comfy because the new look of the M3 will be revealed later in the video.
Yo, straight on it, straight on it. So it's Tuesday. I'm gonna be on my computer pretty much for the whole of the day today because I've got so much to do. VAT is due. Obviously we've got accountants deal with the majority of it, but then on our end we've got to go through a few bits as well. So I'm gonna be working on that. I'm also working on a redesign for the Bink website. I say I am. Our web design guys are doing it. We've got a whole tech company in Milton Keynes as well that's in the family that they build Enter Edge and Planet of Dreams, but they're also redoing the Bink website currently, but they've just sent over a new design which I'm looking at now and I'm just making a few adjustments. The main goal for the new website design is to deliver the traffic light system better. We've talked recently in the video about the red, amber, green system. Customers love it, we love it, staff love it, and trading standards love it as well. So we're trying to perfect that system, make it better. So it's just a more free-flowing system here at Binker.
If you're looking for a new vehicle on finance with the new Bink website, you can check out affordability. Simply click the burger nav menu, then click finance, choose your vehicle. If we don't have your ideal car in stock, but you just want to get an idea of costings on a certain value, just click a car of that value. In this case, we use the M3 as an example, which of course is no longer available to buy because it's getting given away on Planet of Dreams. Scroll down to the finance calculator, where you'll be able to get an idea of how much your finance is going to cost. Let us know what you think your credit score is, give us an idea of your deposit, your annual mileage. You've got options to have HP or PCP, and then here it will give you a rough idea of your monthly instalments, which in this case is around £582 a month, which will vary of course depending on credit score, mileage and so on. It's free to browse, it's also free to apply. Once you click apply, that will come directly to us at Binker, and don't worry if the car is sold, once we have you accepted, we can source another one. The link to the Binker website is in the description below.
Something else I am conscious of as well whilst designing this new website is the red, amber, green system is great, but something I've always considered or thought about is leveling up into higher end cars, like, you know, it's not just supercars, but higher value cars. There's definitely bigger margins in them. I wouldn't say the market is as quick or as fast a turnaround as there is in the cheaper cars, but it's definitely something I'm quite drawn to, especially going to that event last week. I think I mentioned it in last week's vlog. When I was at the event, it's a real eye-opener to see the types of cars people own, drive, buy in, and they're talking about what cars they want to buy next. And it's definitely something that I would like to venture into. So as we're designing this new website, I have got it in mind, you know, looking far into the future. I don't know how far into the future that might be. It might never happen, but I'm considering something like maybe Binker Prestige or Binker Platinum. So we've got red, amber, green, but there could be something above green is exactly what I'm thinking. So got that in mind. It's definitely a direction I'd like to go in. How soon that happens, I don't know, but it's definitely something that I am considering. Obviously that journey starts on the website as well. When people see our advert online, or whether it be on Auto Trader, eBay or whatever, they then generally will click through to the website. The website does need some work, we're fully aware of that, and we just want to get that right. So when the customer then converts from the website, I say converts, that's the job of the website, to convert the customer from a viewer of the website to a person or a customer at the physical site itself. So working on that at the minute. Whilst I'm sat here, I just noticed a couple of vans pull out as well. They've sold 2 more of the transit vans downstairs, so I noticed them pulling out. That's all good. I think we've got 2 more left, I think, aren't we? 2 more left, 3 more left? I don't know, there's not many left at all, is there? Oh, there is something else actually. The drones just... So I bought the RS3 for Planet Dreams, obviously from subscriber and winner of the G80 M3 Samir, and pulled it in yesterday. He's like, oh, that RS3 is nice. We need to buy an RS3. So then he's jumped on BTA this morning, noticed a Nardo grey one going through today. We've already got another RS3 downstairs as well in stock, by the way. So we've got one for Planet Dreams, one in stock, and then Drones just messaged me to say, Cal, that RS3, I put in a bid of 15.5 grand, so the exact same amount of money as I paid for the one for Planet Dreams, and we've got it. So I'm just gonna log in now. Here we go, ET15, it's done 98,000 miles. So it's a little bit on the high side of the mileage. But the spec is unreal. It's got the Super Sport seats, got a pan roof. The wrap looks lovely as well. It's actually a grade 1, which is unbelievable. And underneath the wrap, it's black. Cap clean there is £13,800. We paid well over book for it, but 9 services, 2 of them are main dealer. And it's got an MOT till March 2026 as well. So it sounds like a nice car. All good on the condition. And if you look at the car vertical check as well, whilst we're waiting for that, I will obviously link car vertical in the description below. Massive thanks to them for sponsoring this video. If you do a car vertical check, use my code CCD, and what you do want to do, or see even, when you do a car vertical check, is this. So this is the RS3, 2015, the mileage is all good. It's got no finance on it, it's got no previous damage, and it's got a total of 2 owners found. One there when it was first new in July 2015, and then one in February 2019. It's got all the timeline there as well. See when the most recent one was, because it was the MOT in March. But prior to that, it had another one where it failed. See, it tells you that MOT failures as well. Tyre depth, so it must have had a couple of tyres for the MOT. And it looks like it had a previous private plate as well, YR53 by. See ya. I wonder if it's been tuned. It can't have been tuned. It doesn't say it's been tuned, but yeah, it looks really nice. It does say there's a fault there with the deadlocks. It'll be interesting to see what that's all about. But that car is going to be arriving in this video as well, so probably near the end of the week, so look out for that. Hopefully it arrives this weekend, or if it doesn't, it'll be next week, but we'll try and get that in this week's vlog as well to see how good an RS3 that is. All right, anyway, I'm going to get back to my VAT and all my other wonderful stuff that I'm doing on my computer, and I'll see you lot with some amazing news. I've got some really, really good news. Don't actually know what it is yet, to be honest with you. I've got no idea. Well, there's always good news. There's always good news. There will be some incredible news. Might be some incredibly bad news. I don't know yet, but there will be something worth sitting around for. So get comfy, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right.
So I head off home, but Binker is of course open late every evening, and every evening this week, Paul's been out the back cracking on with that painting.
So this is I think this was in shot. Was it in shot in a recent video? I don't know, but it was in the background of a video, I know for sure. Came in with stickers on it. Sammy's obviously removed all the stickers. He's now machine polishing it. It's looking really, really nice. It's funny how when a van's got stickers on it, or a car, it can make it look a little bit ropey, can't it?
Yeah, because the paint where the stickers aren't is faded, but then underneath the stickers, the paint's still fresh.
Of course. But you've actually made it look really good.
Yeah, so I can't polish the whole car. You can't see the sticker marks.
That's so good, Sammy. It looks nice, man. How many miles has this van done, do you know? Let's have a little look. 34,000 miles. That is a nice van. It's even got like some kind of half leather. Nice, very nice. Cool, so we've made progress on the unit. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Paul has painted the front of the building. Obviously the shutter is yet to do. That's going to be getting painted in blue. Obviously before we can paint it blue, we're going to paint it grey. But he's kind of hit a bit of a brick wall because he's cleaning it as he's going, sort of cleaning it, then painting it. And it's turned into a bit of a time-consuming job. So we're going to be hiring a jet wash. We've obviously got our own pressure washer here. But we can't use that, can't take that away from the car wash to start pressure washing the building. So we're going to hire a diesel jet wash, get that down here and start washing down the side of the building and continuing painting down the side. But it's, you know, it's an old building. Again, in an ideal world, you'd replace all of this, yeah? You'd probably knock it down and rebuild it. We ain't got the money to do that. One day we will have. But for now, it's all about working with what you've got. And I think this unit is going to look really, really good. And once it's done, we just spoke about signage as well, maybe getting some signage on it, just dressing it up a little bit, making it look more presentable. That's the plan. So really pleased about that. We'll probably make more progress throughout the week, but if not, in up and coming vlogs, gives you a reason to hit that subscribe button. Do it now. Over 300,000 people have done that and you haven't yet, so you need to get on it, pull your finger out, just click that button. It's worth it because you want to see, of course you want to see the progress of our lovely units, don't you? Right, so wandering back in here, this whole Binker Prestige thing, oh my God, like last night, I literally have not stopped thinking about it. We can make this happen. The good thing about building yourself as a brand online, and even Binker as a brand, it's obviously very well known, is you can do whatever you want. You can literally do whatever you want. You talk about what you're doing, people want to, everyone's interested. So if I start doing Binker Prestige now, it would, you know, it would work. Obviously it would work. It's just another step or layer of my car dealing business. So this unit, we are blessed to have this unit. It's an amazing unit. I'm just visualizing, you know, like plasterboard white walls, bit of signage, Binker Prestige. We'd have to do the floor again, maybe in a higher quality material, but maybe changing the blue to like a different color. I don't know, but I can visualize this being stacked out with high-end cars. Generally up to sort of £50,000 if you like, we do buy everything. I'm saying that we haven't even got any cars up to that value at the minute. Upwards from there, it's a sale return business. You can then get the cars in stock and you don't have to fund them, which is great. And generally what's good about that end of the market, if you look at a lot of supercar businesses, they don't all run it as a sale return business, but a lot of them do, is supercars generally are second cars. So it means that they're parked up in a garage, they're not being used, and you can get them down, get them on the market, they can be stored here, advertised for sale, and us as a dealership can deal with the sale of that vehicle. The reason why I'm wandering upstairs is because I was on the reg this morning on the trade section where all of you wonderful private sellers upload your cars.
By the way, if you've got a prestige or high-end car that you want us to sell on your behalf, do reach out. But please bear in mind, if you want over retail for it, then perhaps don't reach out. Unless of course you feel like it justifies its value.
I was going to mention as well, not having a Binker Prestige is good for Binker, but obviously good for content as well.
Great for content. If we was out on the road now, like I was looking at GT3 RSs last night, there's actually a couple of privately advertised ones online. And I thought if we was proactively buying or trying to source that type of car, which I'm more than, you know, I'm willing to do it, I'm keen to do it, I'm excited about doing it, and I'm more than capable of taking that on. Why, you know, imagine it. Imagine we're out and about buying cars like that. That's exciting. That is exciting. I don't know why. I've always been drawn to, in fact, something else that's kind of triggered this conversation as well, is, this come up, my brother sent this to me this morning. Me and my brother's got like a group family chat. This was 13 years ago, right? It's an old Mark IV Golf, right? It's an old banger today. Probably, as I say that, it's probably quite a good car, even today. But back then, it probably still would have been a bit of an old banger. T-Reg, 1999, 13 years ago. You do the maths, put it on screen now, how old that was at that point in time. That was at the back of our flat in Luton, and we used to sell them from there. At the time, I would have been 24 years old. Jerome would have been 16, 17 years old, and he was helping us out as well. And Leon's 3 years older than me. That car, It's a cheapie, advertised for 695 quid. I've put tax and MOT until October, 100,000 miles, faultless, inbox me for details. So I was proactively buying that type of thing, selling them from the back of my house because I didn't have no money. I was just working with whatever I had available to me. And then at the same sort of period of time, you can see another shot there, Ford KA, 77,000 miles. That car's advertised for 595 quid. So those two cars, I might have paid, I don't know, £400 for the pair of them, and they're both advertised for sort of 1,300 quid as a pair. So would have been a good little return on the money. In the background of the KA photo, you can see loads of Corsas. That was like when we started selling or prioritising buying Corsas. We always had loads of Corsas in stock. But it is interesting. As I've grown, even back then, I remember being like, I want to buy German sports cars. I've always loved an M3, always loved an M3. Audi S3s, obviously the RS3 was like quite a valuable car back then, but nowadays, you know, buying a few more RS3s, that type of thing, I love that type of car. Nissan GTRs, in fact, that's what we're going to come to shortly, because there's one on Enter Reg. And those types of things is what I'm drawn to, it's what I'm excited about. But after being at that event at the weekend and seeing all these high-end sort of super and hypercars, I think, you know, why wouldn't I be considering this as a line of business? Not saying that it's going to go in that direction, but it's definitely opened my eyes up to it. So, and then I've come in today, I've gone on Enter Reg, because this is like a daily routine of mine. Jump on Enter Reg, see what cars have been uploaded. For those that are new to Enter Reg, there's two sides to it. As you sign up as a buyer, so this is a trade-only platform. So you sign up as a buyer or a dealer on the platform. There's trade sellers, so it's like a trade-to-trade platform, and there's a private side as well. Obviously, if you advertise your car on Enter Reg, you're advertising it to a trade audience. If you want retail or private money for that car, you need to advertise it on Auto Trader, for example. You're going to get more money over there, but you're going to have to handle the sale yourself. If you advertise it on Enter Reg, advertise it at a price that's attractive to the trade. No different to places like Motorway, CarWow, you know, people like that are putting your car out to a trade audience. That's exactly what we do here. And we've got thousands of traders signed up, ready to buy your car. Jones just popped in, got a customer downstairs with a 65 plate Focus ST. So you're doing a deal with him anyway?
Yeah.
I want to pop down and check that out in a bit, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we're buying the car anyway, so but you might as well pop down and check out.
We can go for a little drive in it in a bit, Mark, can't we?
Yeah.
I want to speak to this guy with a GTR. Do you want to call him?
I can call him.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
So, let me just show these lot the GTR, then I'm going to pop down and take that Focus for a drive. I'll let you call the GTR guy, and because we're talking about this whole Binker Prestige thing, I think it's exciting. And
He's got an Auto Trader and he's got an Enter Reg.
Yeah.
He's clearly motivated to sell it.
he's keen to sell it. Here it is. So that's like his main photo there, and like what a lovely car. It's in Watford, 36,000 miles. If I click into it, obviously you can WhatsApp him and stuff, but we're probably going to give him a call. 17 plate, lovely car, so it's a facelift, Nissan GTR Prestige, 36,000 miles, 3 former keepers, he's owned for 6 to 12, it's really, really nice. The trade value is £60,000.
Yeah.
And then the retail, obviously being a GTR, the margins are going to be bigger, £71,000.
There's quite a big difference between Cap and
Massive.
What's that, like £7,000-8,000?
So let's just show everyone, this is Cap here. Cap retail saying 62,750, so it's a lot lower. And then obviously, yeah, it's nearly £10,000 apart, isn't it?
That's crazy.
Between Cap and Auto Trader. But yeah, that's exactly, because I was saying just now on camera about buying a car like that. It's probably a second car. He might daily drive it. I don't know. He might well just be daily driving that. But it's likely that car's just parked up somewhere, out of sight, out of mind for him, and it'd be great for him to just give it to someone like us that handles the sale, deals with it. Even for us, like, you almost don't need to buy that car.
Nah.
You don't need to fund that car because it's sitting there anyway. It's available to just advertise. So if we can get that car on the market, I think it's a great bit. It looks lovely. It looks like a nice car.
He's more likely to sell it through us than he is sitting online himself. No one's going to go out and buy a 60 grand car, and if they are, they're going to want to get a lot of money off.
Yeah.
So advertise online himself, he's going to show we can't offer warranty, can't offer part exchange, can't offer finance, and majority of people spending that money will want all of that.
Definitely.
So we've got a lot better chance of selling it and getting better money as well. So it's a win for him and a win for us.
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely worth a phone call, isn't it?
It's 100% worth a phone call. It'd be amazing if you can get him on the market with us. That'd be brilliant. So
perfect.
It was now time to go and check out this Ford Focus ST from a customer and subscriber of the channel who's popped down to sell it to us at Binker.
customers, is a subscriber to the channel. He comes to all of my car events. It's just inside looking at the Astra GTE. So I'm thinking about, well, I love an Astra GTE, so I'll let him look over that. And in the meantime, I'm going to have a look over his Focus. So this is an ST3, obviously turbo. Here we go. Focus ST3, done 100,000 miles. 3 keepers, 3 former keepers. It's obviously on Enter Reg as well. He wants just over £6,000 for it. Cap clean in the trade is 5,425, and then the trade value on Auto Trader is 5,833. Obviously, the first thing you can notice about this car is the colour. Such a nice colour. I think that's going to help it sort of stand out on the market. And I have obviously done a car vertical check on it as well. Obviously, if you do one, make sure you use that code CCD to get 20% off. And it is all green ticks. So before we do anything, valuation, car vertical check on every single car, because then you've got a good idea of what you're buying before you've even seen the car, and you can have a good look over it and make sure it's all good. So yeah, mileage is all good. It's got no finance on it, no previous damage, and it's got a total of 4 owners, obviously 3 former keepers. So yeah, just quickly look over it visually. It looks lovely for a car that's done 100,000 miles. It's unreal, isn't it? Look at that.
So far I seem to be quite pleased with it, but the big question is, how does it drive?
Loads of paperwork. Look at all that paperwork, loads of it. These seats are so nice. They've just got that cult following, didn't they? People love a Ford. He actually said he's part of a Ford owners club as well. Clutch is strong on it straight away. Very springy, very bouncy. He did say there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm joking. Well, it's all right, we're going to be fine. It's got loads of fuel in it. Feels like a proper nice car, this does. I'm actually shocked it's done 100,000 miles. It does not feel or look like, I know I've only driven it, not even out the yard yet, I'm talking it up. Let's see how well it drives. Isn't it? It must have had a clutch. Must have had a clutch at some point. The clutch is strong as anything. Solid. Turn the old temperature. Get the old aircon on me, old mucker. There we go. Nice day for it. Nice day for a heater, Omar, isn't it? Get that heating on.
What makes you say that?
Oh my God. You and your heater. Heater's on. Is the heater on? Omar, what is it's on full whack? What is it with you and your heater?
Tropical vibes.
Tropical vibes, yeah? Asian vibes. It's like Barbados up there.
Just need the beach, innit?
If you could have a beach at Binker, you would.
I would, yeah.
You'd be on that beach all the time with your laptop, your sunglasses.
And a barbecue.
And a barbecue. Private chef, yeah?
One day.
One day. Do you know what? You know I would as well. Right. Listen to that. Just drop it down the gear. I know you're probably struggling to hold that camera in you.
That's good.
Heated seats, full leather. It's obviously an ST3. It's got all them little touches, which we all love. I'm just looking for the traction control button. Sorry, everyone, and the car behind. There it is. Because we had it flick on a little bit there. Press and hold. 3, 2, 1. That's it, we're off. Lovely. But as I'm driving this, obviously we've had this chat about the whole Binker Prestige thing. I am still so drawn to these types of cars. I still get excited about this stuff, and it is our bread and butter. It's like where our business is at. We'll buy something like this. Hopefully we get a deal done on this today, and it'll go up for sale. There'll be a margin in it, and at the other end of it doesn't look like as much prep needed at all either, which is amazing. But at the other end of it, the customer that buys it is going to get a cool car, like a good car for not a lot of money. And I always look at value for money. I look at what a car offers someone for the price point that it's at, and I think this car's exciting. It suits a lot of purposes for a lot of people. So yeah, as much as I do want to venture up the market, and I am excited about that, at the same time, don't forget how it all started back at that the Mark IV Golf, the Ford KA, the old Corsas. That is the grounds, or the sort of the backbone, if you like, of the early days of Binker. So I was just about to head off home. We've just had this arrive here. It's a Hyundai Ioniq, fully electric car. It's just come from one of our other dealers who we buy all their part exchanges off. Now these cars do actually come with a 7-year warranty, but the warranty is limited to 100,000 miles. So Leon's going to be taking his car home tonight and hope that it holds a charge, hope that it drives all right. If it does, brilliant. If it doesn't, then it's just about within that warranty period, so we can get it booked into Hyundai, who are local to us, and get it looked at. So yeah, find out tomorrow how good or how bad the Hyundai Ioniq is. And look, just as I'm about to leave, Paul's back and he's cracking on with cleaning the side of the brown building. Right, let's go home. M5's looking fresh. Look at them wheels. Look at them wheels. Very nice. And just like that, it is Thursday morning, 9 a.m. Valeters have just turned up. Oh, is my phone just... Is that just locked? That's just locked. Ah, Paul's done a bit of painting as well. And Leon's just pulled up in the Hyundai Ioniq. The big question, Leon, is... So you took it home last night? Mm-hmm. How good or how bad is the Hyundai Ioniq?
Do you know what? It drives brilliant.
Really?
It drives really well. And the spec on it, it's got full leather, heated leather.
Yeah.
It's got infinity sound system.
Nice.
Memory seats.
Cool.
But it's literally, what's quite nice about it is little things like the heating's a manual one.
I know, little things like that.
Pressing buttons when you're driving, it can be a bit of a, everything's just self-explanatory, so it's an easy, like mum could get into this and drive it.
Yeah. But the battery, how's the battery been? 98,000 miles, still just about under warranty.
Well, literally, I was on Google now. It's done 98,000 miles. It's a 2018, so that's 7 years old. The high voltage battery on the 18 Hyundai Ioniq, 8-year or 100,000 miles. Mm-hmm. That's the warranty on it.
So it's still under warranty?
Still under warranty, but driving on the way here, fine. The car drives fine, full charge, done what you'd expect it to do on the range to my house and back.
Yeah.
But when you start it, it comes up with, so it does a system check.
Yeah.
Service required, which is fine. Mm-hmm. We'll book it in. I think they're only about 50 quid to service these anyway.
Yeah. Really
but it'll probably come up now with, no, it's not doing it. But it's coming up with a EV battery fault.
Really? Oh no.
So it needs to be booked in.
Ah, what?
That's why I was just literally on Google looking to see.
So full charge got you how many miles?
140 miles.
So you've just done a 40-mile journey to home and back, yeah?
Yep.
How many miles are left now?
86.
So that's probably about right, isn't it? You've probably been flooring it and getting some fun out of it or whatever. So that's about right.
Yeah,
so there's not really showing any faults as far as the way it's performing is concerned, but it's got a back.
With this light, yeah.
So we need to work out what that light is.
I need to get it looked at. In fact, I've got a picture of it on my phone.
Oh, what, the light?
Yeah.
Not on it.
On it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I can see that, yeah. Check electric vehicle system. Dum dum dum. Cool. So to be continued, yeah.
But I think it's under warranty. Hyundai around the corner, so we get on well with them. So we'll just give them a ring. It needs a service.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
But you just don't know. Someone's part exchanged this car with a friend of mine, and that's how it come about.
Yeah.
And sometimes people do part exchange their cars because
they want to get rid of a problem.
Get rid of a problem. So we'll see.
More on the Ioniq later in the video.
And just like that, we're back at EAG and the M3 is under cover, ready to be revealed. I know it's going to be looking good. I'm excited. Let's get the cover off of it and see how much of a transformation EAG have made to our F8 M3. I'm ready when you are. Are you going to tell the world what you've done to it after you've pulled the thing off? Yeah,
let's put it back first.
Let's do it. Big reveal, F8 M3 with some EAG love. Look at that. It's got the tinted front plate as well. Carbon front splitter. I'm going to let Richard do all this shortly. Oh, you've done the eyelids as well. They look good. Mate, it looks like a different car, doesn't it?
Even the stance, that it completely changes it.
Mate, it looks unreal.
Yeah. So, CS front splitter.
Yeah.
Side skirts, diffuser, tips, spoiler, end performance spoiler, because we had to change. We spoke about it, didn't we?
We spoke about it because you put a spoiler on. I know the spoiler's like a bloody long ducktail.
It was awful.
Yeah.
It looked awful. We agreed we hated it, so we pulled that back off, put that on.
Yeah. Black badges.
Yeah. We put the black badge on, tinted the rear plate, front plate, tinted the headlights as well. which is
Oh
a
my-
game changer on these.
It looks like a different
Yeah.
car. We've put
And the little side grills we took off, Mitch wrapped them. They're just wrapped in black.
nice, but even that, doing that.
Yeah,
front
same with the grills. They're wrapped in black.
He's tinted the BMW badge as well.
Yeah.
He's done everything. We've put a brand new set of Michelins on as well. It just looked boring before, didn't it?
Oh, yeah,
And
I think they do.
We were just
They do
saying
look
this
boring.
off camera, like, it's when we had this car up for sale. We had a bit of interest in it, but no one's too excited about it. It's a lovely car, like
Yeah.
low mileage,
Yeah.
low amount of owners, decent spec. It's black, red leather. It's the right car,
Yeah.
but no one's excited about it. Obviously, they're a bit of an older car now.
Yeah.
They're sort of 10 plus years old. Doing this to the car, and you know this yourself because you used to do this to all of your F80s, it just makes the car so much more attractive. Even the exhaust tips.
Yeah, you got to make them stand out, haven't
Yeah, you
you?
have.
There's loads of these for sale, if not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nice job. And it was only a £5 as well, so top man.
Yeah, what result?
Sorted.
We'll discuss that later.
A massive thanks to EAG Specialist Cars. They've absolutely transformed our F80, and if you want to be in for a chance of winning it for completely free, I'll link Planet of Dreams in the description below. You can get one entry for free, and additional entries are just 7p each. It was now time to fast forward to Friday, where we get over to Luton to get back on the buying.
And it is Friday and we are back on the road buying again. I'm here at my friend Simon's place in Luton. We was here last week buying a couple of vans, and we're back here today because he's like, Calv, the Porsche is here and I need to take you out for a little spin in it. I'm like, Simon, we've got to get a deal done on this car. Like, look at that car. I've actually never been out for a drive even in a Porsche 911 turbo ever, any turbo. It's mad. I said, Simon, we need to get out on the road. I want to have a little feel for the power of this car. He's just took me out on this car. In fact, I've got a little clip of it. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable. The car that I'm here to buy today is not the Porsche though. As much as I would love to be buying that Porsche, that is his pride and joy, that's his baby. He don't want to sell that car. I'm here to collect the second van. So obviously we come here last week to buy two vans. We took the Caddy last week. The transport wasn't ready to be collected because it was in the garage getting the service done, the camber done. It's really important that you get them things done, of course. The Caddy needed it doing as well, but we got our guys at Binker to do that, and that's now been done. That can go up for sale, and this one is now ready to go as well. So this particular van, this is the type of guy, I've talked about Simon on the channel before. He's very, very particular. He likes things to be right, and been friends with him for years now. I bought the M6 off him, the green M6. That car, it was an example of what he's like as a person. He wanted that car in green. It had to be signal green, which they don't do in signal green. He's asked them, can you paint that car signal green? They've done that. They've then he wanted green stitching on the interior of the car. He's put all green stitching on it. The car was super unique. One of one car. I think it ended up being back up for sale for ages, but either way, really, really unique car. I ended up buying it. I absolutely loved it. Of course, I sold it eventually because that's what I do with everything. But yeah, this Transporter is another example of that. He wanted a T6 Transporter. He wanted the high power one, but he really wanted a Sportline. But the issue with Sportlines, is if we come around the back of the van, is Sportlines at this point in time only came with a big, was it called, it's not a, is it a barn door? No, these are barn doors, aren't they? The big up and over door, right? He didn't want an up and over door, he wanted barn doors, so single doors that can open, because he's got a forklift and he lifts things into the back every now and then, right? He also wanted rear seats, because he's using it as a family car, sort of a family car stroke work vehicle. Because they don't do barn doors on Sportline, he had to buy a Highline, which was the highest spec van available that comes with twin doors. He got one of them with glass panels in as well, which is exactly what he wanted. He then opted for electric opening doors, right? To have seats in the back. So he's got the captain seats in the front as well, because he really wanted them. Captain seats in the front, so we've got armrests on the two front seats. Electric opening doors. Also he wanted a sunroof, right? You very rarely see a sunroof in a Transporter van. This van, 2016, it's done 83,000 miles. He upgraded the headlights to adaptive icon, whatever they are, special headlights, right? It's been lowered slightly. You can see it's sitting a little bit lower. He's had the sidebar put in, and then after all of that, when he received delivery of it, he didn't like the interior. So what he's done is he's had the seats sent off to a trimming specialist. He's had the seats trimmed in, I thought they looked quite factory. in this diamond stitch leather with sort of a carbon fibre effect outer edge there with S-line, not sport line, because it said it's not a sport line, so I couldn't put sport line in there. So I've just done my own thing and put S-line. And even in the front seats, it's got these little tags just showing that it's got S-line seats. So yeah, he's a really particular guy. He was exactly the same when he ordered his Porsche. Like for example, this bit here is blue. It's got the twin spoiler on the back, which they don't all have. The gloss black touches everywhere. The wheels, of course, they are custom made. Yellow seat belts, painted blue chair backs, seat backs, back to the seats. Yellow stitching on the seats and on the dashboard. A yellow sports chrono clock. Carbon ceramic brakes, of course, with yellow calipers.
You mentioned them blue bits on the wheels.
Well done, Amar. The wheels, as Amar just mentioned, these studs, he wanted them painted blue to match the colour of the car. By the way, the colour of the car is shark blue. Good luck finding another one. He's had some amazing cars over the years, and vans, of course, and whoever ends up with this van is going to be extremely lucky. So we're going to jump in this now, take it for a test drive, not that I need to, but I've got to drive it back to Binker regardless, see what it drives like, and I've got to send Simon some money. But of course, before we send him some money, quick car vertical check. Yes, it is all green ticks. Mileage is all good. No finance and no previous damage. Amar, have you got the keys?
Yeah.
How many keys has it got? 2 keys, yeah? Of course it's got 2 keys. It's actually got 3 keys.
3 keys.
1, 2, 3, look. Let's get back to Binker, because we've got a lot to do there as well.
Do most cars come with usually 2 keys? Or is it an optional extra to get the third one? Or?
Do you know what? That is a good question, Amar. Why has this van got a 3rd key? Do all 3 keys work on the ignition? I would say that sometimes the reason why that would be is because that 3rd key, yeah, so they all work on the ignition, is like a service key. So when you put your car in for a service, or van, you give the garage the sort of least valuable key. They can still get in it, open it, start it, and do what they've got to do with it without you giving them the Bugatti key. Yeah? Sorted. Let's hit the road. This is it. Driving the transporter. It's a nice thing. Really, really nice thing. I love what a van offers. I say it a lot. Like, even with this, it's got the back seats. It's got the comfort, all the little creature comforts, Bluetooth, parking sensors, and whatever else it's got. Sunroof. In fact, I might actually get the sunroof open. Why not? Might kill the audio a little bit. Hopefully not. But yeah. Look at that. Look at that. The sun is shining today as well. So yeah, it's a lovely thing. What I was just chatting to Simon about as I left was we've had a couple of these vans go wrong in the last few months. We've obviously talked about it on the channel. In both cases, both of them have lost coolant, both of them have overheated, and I think both of them, one of them, it ended up destroying the engine. We had to buy a whole new engine for it, and then the other one needed a head gasket, so it didn't do much further damage. But in your mind, you then, when you look at these vans, you look at them and you think, God, it does put you off buying them. Simon said to me, I'm surprised you're buying another one. Are you sure you want? It's a good play, RSPG. I'm sure you're buying another one. Surely you're concerned that it's going to go wrong again. Well, what can you do? Like, for example, Fiesta Eco Booms, yeah? Them cars, I can't say, touch wood, that we've ever had a problem with them. But they do have their issues, and everyone knows that. But at the same time, they are so demanding. And as a car dealer, looking at them cars, I think, well, demand's high, despite the fact that they are supposedly extremely unreliable. Demand is still really high for them. So based on the fact that demand's high, all you can do is make sure they've been maintained, make sure, you know, they've got a good background, and make sure it goes out with a good warranty on it. And there's nothing else you can do. If the car's demanded, if the market demands it, even, you've got to supply that demand. And with these vans, they're not an unreliable van, but they do have their issues, and I have had issues with them. But I do not feel put off by them whatsoever. With this van in particular, obviously they've owned it since new. It's been used as like a work stroke personal vehicle. So it's, and I know what they're like, they look after their stuff. It's got full history, it's just had the cam belt done. You know, it's had the clutch done at some point as well. So all the general maintenance has been done on it. You've just got to, you know, hope, I suppose, that it's going to be alright. The mileage isn't too high, it's done 83,000 miles. And all you can do is just hope that it's going to be a good van for someone. So yeah, if the demand's there, whilst it's still there, I'm going to still keep buying them. But this van, the transport there, funny enough,
is a lovely van, and I'm really pleased I bought it. So yeah, we'll get it back to SUPERCAR, get the prep done on it, doesn't need much at all, get it up for sale, and I reckon this will sell quite quickly. Hopefully by the time this video goes live, we'll see. All right.
And
We'll tell the story now. So Drone's just come over and said, have you mentioned this online? So transit, is it our transit, is it?
it's our transit, yeah. It had a couple of problems. The door hinges were stiff,
Yeah.
and the sills were missing off the door sills, and it was getting fumes through the vents, so the fumes were coming in the cabin. We had a look at it, we thought it was the DPF, so we'd done a regen.
Yeah.
That didn't sort it. We checked for oil leaks. It had an oil leak from the timing chain cover, so someone replaced the belt cover,
Yeah.
the timing chain
Timing belt cover, yeah.
time belt cover. So they replaced the belt.
Cam cover.
Cam cover, that's the name of it, well done. And they hadn't replaced the cover, which usually when you change the belts on them, you always just replace the cover at the same time. So
Yeah.
the cover had like bananas, so it warped.
Okay.
So we had to take the cover back off, replace that to fix the leak.
Oh my God.
Done that, so yeah, pretty big job. And there was no leaks, nothing, everything was running fine. He was still getting fumes inside the cabin. So check the exhaust, nothing. People online were saying because the seals were missing, that's why the fumes were coming in the cabin. They're coming through the side door and coming in here. But he said no, the smoke's coming through there. Replaced the seals, the fumes were still coming in.
Bloody hell.
Turns out one of the injectors had a leak, just a slight weep at the top on the seals. So
Oh
replaced the
my
injector
God.
seals and it sorted it.
Really?
Yeah, but he don't want the van.
So you sold the van to this customer, he's brought it back because he's got a problem,
Yeah,
and then you've solved the problem now.
yeah,
How long has the customer been waiting for?
4 weeks. So it's been
Okay,
a long time.
it's been a while.
The hinge is done for him as well. They were a bit stiff, so we had to replace them, paint them. So it was a bit of a process, got the tracking done, and yeah, it took a long time. It could have been done quicker, but also we struggled to get to the bottom of the issue. So it's like a lot of to-ing and fro-in,
Trying to work it out.
trying to work out what the problem was. And the only reason we worked it out, because the guy who bought 4 of the transits from us recently,
Yeah.
he buys and sells transits all the time. I asked him, and straight away, instantly,
He knew.
he knew his injectors.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so he knew the transits are very common for injectors. Always check the injectors or just do the injector seals. 'Cause
Wow.
it's a cheap job. You might as well just replace them, and then they do it anyway. So
So, and I suppose on the plus side, this cam cover's been sorted as well. Have we refunded the customer now? So is this back in stock, back up for sale?
back up for sale today, yeah, and then he's refunded, yeah. So it's a new bit of stock, and they sell really well.
It's a nice van.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it is nice. Yeah, it's got good spec, heated seats. It's got the touchscreen as well.
It looks lovely, yeah.
Yeah, the screen was broken as well. We fixed that. That was another thing. So yeah, it's a decent van.
Cool van. Right. It's got a good sticker on the side as well. Like it. All right. Sorted. Well, Saturday morning. On it. Paul's been on it with the painting. Let's go see how he's getting on. Look at it. It's looking so much better. I know I've said it a lot in this video. Like in an ideal world, you'd replace the whole lot, but it's all about working with what you've got. And it's, I'm impressed. Even when you pull into the yard now in the morning, it looks much better on Ramad, doesn't it? Yeah. It does look so, it looks cleaner. So that old brown look, I don't know, it just don't look good. Don't look good. So yeah, Paul got here at 6:30 this morning and he's been on it. He's just proper on it. He just loves cracking on. Just sound. Paul met my mum when I was about 14, 15 years old. And I remember meeting him thinking, he's just a good guy. Got a real good feeling about him. They ended up obviously getting married. They actually had a baby as well. My little sister Millie, who's 19 years old now. So yeah, he's just been brilliant. He's been great support for, obviously for my mum, my little sister, and me and my brothers as well. So yeah, he took on a woman with 5 kids. Respect to him, man. So, and yeah, he's just loves doing stuff. Just likes being productive. Just a good-hearted person with good morals. He's a proper grafter, and you know, he's just on it, just proper on it. Hashtag on it. So yeah, we'll keep checking up on the progress throughout the next few days. It's annoying it started raining. Apparently we're gonna have rain today. See the puddles, look at the puddles. Hopefully it doesn't rain because obviously Paul just wants to crack on, but we shall see. Saturday's always an amazing day at SUPERCAR. I love Saturdays, literally love it. It's a good atmosphere, good vibe, buzzy feeling, and yeah, I know full well that we are, I think last weekend did we do 16 cars last weekend? I'm hoping this weekend, or I think that this weekend is going to be a busy one as well, because we've had loads of activity throughout the week, loads of calls for people booking themselves in today, and just loads going on in general. So
let's get some cars sold. Right, so it is Bank Holiday Monday and I'm gonna walk in this direction towards the units, because when I walk out here, it just feels different. It actually feels, doesn't it, Amar? It feels, can you feel the difference? Does it feel brighter when you walk towards these units now? It feels good.
It feels more happy and positive.
It feels happy and positive, Amar, which is what we love at BinCar. So, oh, nearly lost me there. Yeah, we had a wicked weekend, really, really good weekend. Bank Holiday weekends, I say it all the time, they're always a bit touch and go, but we've been busy with sales, but more importantly, busy with buying. We actually had one car dealer come down on Saturday. We bought 4 cars of him. Sadly, he's closing down his car dealership. We have filmed a whole separate video with him, so that might have gone live already. If it has, go and check it out. If it hasn't, it'll be coming soon. Really interesting video. Also, we bought a BMW M2 from a subscriber of the channel, and that is a really, really nice car. Again, we filmed a separate video on that. Didn't include it in this vlog because it was just worthy of being a separate video. So look out for that as well at some point soon. Paul has absolutely smashed it with the building this week. Like, the idea was, of course, to get as much of the high stuff done before the cherry picker goes, and he's done more than just do that. Like, the cherry picker's still here, and in fact now we're talking about maybe going around the side of the buildings where the car wash is. We never got that bit done, so we're going to go around there whilst we've still got the cherry picker, and maybe do that in next week's vlog. But if you look at what it was looking like at the beginning of last week to what it's looking like now, it ain't done. There's still a lot to do, but it does feel so much better. And I am super pleased with the progress that Paul's made this week. Even when you drive, when you're driving, it feels better. And just from our point of view at BinCar, it just feels a lot cleaner, a lot nicer. So yeah, really pleased about that. Also, we had the number plate machine installed this week. That's now upstairs, fully up and running. In fact, we need to do some plates for the Evo. Let's do that now.
So we've got the number plate laptop, that's all sorted now. All we've got to do is put the plate like this into the printer. That loads in. So it's loaded in now. Just type the reg into the laptop. So we're doing the ones for the Mitsubishi Evo. So just type the reg in, WX60 CYJ. Nice and simple. And then just click print plate. Plate comes out. That's the easy part. And then when you take the plate, you put it over here. You just have to line it up correctly. This bit was a little bit tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's all right. And then you just take the reflector off, take the cover off, stick it down in there, drop it on its right side first, and then you just put it through the press it together, and voila, that's the plate.
That's so cool. Are we going to be doing like a 3D gel or those sort of stuff? Or?
At the moment we're just going to do standard plates, but maybe in the future we might look into doing gel plates and 3D plates. But I think the printer that you need is quite a lot more money, so I don't think we're going to be doing it anytime soon. For now we'll just do these ones, but we're happy with this. This took us a long time. Like, we've sold cars for 10, 15 years and we've never had a plate machine, so this is the first time ever.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah, we're extremely happy with it.
In fact, Amar, whilst you've got Jerome there, why don't you go and have a chat with him about the SQ5 that coming in the beginning of the week, because we've yet to conclude that as well. And there was also a VW van in Cornwall. Put the Instagram post up, didn't I, at the beginning of the week. I think Jerome's got a bit more news on that. And I'm pretty sure, was there another car that we needed to make a set of plates for? He's probably already done it, but if he has or hasn't, go grab Jerome, Amar, have a chat with him about all them things, and then everyone watching will be super happy, I think, that we've concluded everything, yeah?
So, update on the Crafter van. It went to one garage to start with. They quoted 3,500. They said it needs quite a lot of work. So we wanted to get a second opinion and see if there's someone who could fix it potentially for cheaper, if all that work was needed or what it did and didn't need. Calvin reached out on Instagram. He had a massive response from his fans, so thanks to his fans. There was one guy called Ollie Lawyer, and he messaged over a garage called Millennium Mechanics. We called Millennium Mechanics, and the guy there, Will, who's very helpful, over accommodated, really wants to help out, really nice guy. We then contacted them, got it booked in, it went to the garage. The initial bill was £3,500, it needed a lot of work. They come back with a quote for the work of £944. They confirmed that some of the faults on there did need replacing. So the work that they said it needed doing, so just have a look through the paperwork. They said it needed the front main oil seal, which was where the oil leak was coming from, the front crank pulley bolt, it needed the cam belt replacing at the same time. It already had a cam belt replaced, but because they was there, they needed to replace the cam belt at the same time because that's in the same location as the main oil seal, and a couple of other minor bits. But in total, the bill was £944, so we saved ourselves around £2,600, so it's a massive saving for us. The customer's got the van back, the oil leak's fixed, and he's happy with it. So it turned out to be a brilliant lesson, a lot of money saved, and yeah, we're extremely happy with the outcome, so it's all good.
And now to summarise the past week, the Hyundai Ioniq went to Hyundai. They couldn't find anything wrong with the battery or the motor, so they cleared the fault and explained that the fault has been logged, and if we have any issues with it, it would be covered under their warranty. The RS3, the grey one that we bought from BCA, that arrived and it's a lovely car. It's gone through our usual prep process and it's now advertised for sale. The red GTR on enterreg.com, Jerome called the customer, and to be fair to him, he didn't want unreasonable money for it, but he wanted a sale, not a sale return, and the money he was asking was a little bit too much for us to buy to retail. And the SQ5, it turns out that my negative attitude towards that car was the wrong attitude to have, because it seems to be a really nice car. So we've prepped it and put it up for sale, and I think because of the spec, it seems to be getting a whole load of interest. In the next episode of Calvin's Car Diary, it's potentially the biggest week of my life, where my new baby girl arrives.